my God, I pushed live. I don't think I have enough light. I pushed live. Let me see. I'll put on my thing. I need to know participant mode, subscribers. Okay. Message delay. I don't think we need a message delay if it's subs only. Okay. Hope somebody's coming in. I can't see y'all. Welcome in. PP's and Theater Bills, I love you back. Yes, I just set it to subscribers only, but they can subscribe for any period of time. But at least it builds a community. If they want to say something that badly, they have to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Samantha. Love my members. Hey, Ralph Ferris. Thank y'all all for being members. I've done this once on another platform, and the platform just did not support visible difference at all. It's like they wanted, the other platform that does a lot of lives. They were literally just kind of a nightmare, and it made it hard because the people, hey, Poachful, because the audience is so hard when people just have questions. Yeah, so and when I get another device, I'll do that other platform too because I really love the people. As long as I'm not depending on the platform, when you're depending on this for, everything you have for your life, this is your job, and then you have a platform that is suppressing you, that's crazy. Hey, Fiera, welcome in. I'm putting in my mic, guys. Happy. I didn't finish the title of my thing. I wish I knew too. Mitzi told me to put a thing that has like for people who are always asking about donations or like how to. Oh, I see you can pin a thing. I can pin a product. I don't know how to pin the thing. She's like, pin something that says like your Cash App and stuff. My favorite perfume. I love perfume so much. Now, I'm old school, and my signature scent is still Chanel Mademoiselle. When people smell that, they know I'm coming. But I wear a lot of different things. I love Libre, Yves Saint Laurent, Libre. I love everything. You ought to see my perfume rack. I'll show y'all sometime. I put it up myself too. I put a shelf up in the bathroom. I feel like my light. I don't have my big lights on today because I feel like they just make me too shiny. So I'm just going to try this. I've got a fancy mirror with a fancy light. Mademoiselle is beautiful. And you know what I do? I do it with the vanilla undertone. I have this vanilla body spray that I put on like right out of the shower, right? So when you're doing your lotion and stuff. And then when you put that on and it kind of lingers in your hair and stuff, and then you put the Mademoiselle on top, people don't even know what you're wearing. They're just mesmerized. But I put my perfume on like at the end. I'm ready to walk out. Today we're going to get ready for an event I have tomorrow. I didn't even have time to get it in the subject line. Then I'm going to prep my skin and maybe put on some new eyebrows, which is such a funny thing to say. Guess I'm going to put this nail back on. I was hoping my new nails were going to be here. Yeah, that smells really good. Caroline Herrera, yes. I just love perfume. I don't know about y'all. I just love it. I won't do a show without perfume. But right now I'm only wearing some like Victoria's Secret. It's a purple one. It's a body spray. They make the body spray and then they make, then they make like a sparkly version of it that you can put on like at night, and it's so pretty. But I still use a real perfume on top. Hey, everybody. Today, I think the chat's going to be different. I don't have it in slow mode, but thank you, in order to comment, people have to subscribe. So hopefully that'll get rid of some of the bots. Yes, Love Spell. That's right. I just got it a couple of weeks ago. Love Spell. That's exactly it. That's what I'm wearing right now. Right now, but not the sparkly one because I'm going to do my skin. I have a big event tomorrow. Thank you, Red. Hey, Red. I'm chatting. Welcome in, everybody. Please do like, subscribe. In order to comment, they're going to have to subscribe today. Yeah, like I feel like you smell me right now. My nails are great, but I broke one. I've had these on for, I think, 3 or 4 weeks maybe. And they are so cute, but it's time to change them. But none of my new ones have come, so I just want to keep it on. Yeah, hey, Angela Halo, I'm sorry. I haven't tried the Dolce& and Gabbana My Devotion. I have two different Dolce& and Gabbanas because one of my friend wears it and she loves it. But I bought the wrong things because I didn't like what I smelled. Hello, everybody. Dark Crypto, welcome in. Y'all come in. If you want to comment, you have to subscribe today, and that's not to be a bully. That's to keep the bullies out because they're really changing the whole vibe of everything, and they're stressing me out. They're stressing out my viewers, more importantly. Yeah, these are just press-ons. I tagged them. Go to my community chat page, and there's a picture of my hands like this where I tagged these nails. They were gifted to me by the seller, Nail Vesta, but I can't remember what this is called. I picked them. Thank you for the floating heart. I want to know how I make a comment because I wanted to pin a thing like everybody else has that says, like, when everybody's asking for Cash App and stuff. I don't know how to do that. I'm okay without it, but I've been told to do it and I don't know how. I didn't get any Christmas nails because I feel like I'm going to get them next week and it's just going to be too late. I would want to be wearing them right now. The ones I got are actually brown tortoiseshell by the same seller. You're going to love them. Like flowers and the tortoiseshell French tips. They are beautiful. I don't know what the back of my hair looks like because I just got into this wig so fast. So we're going to pretend it doesn't exist. You just subbed to hate. Well, at least you're a sub. Numbers are numbers. I gotta get, what is it that I need to get? Oh, a towel. Hold on. I think Grady is feeling a little bit better. I'm so fortunate that I found that old antibiotics for his ear. Hey, Mr. Chuck of Norris, I don't know what it said. If you come in, you'll see that in the, what do you call it? Description. I'm a domestic violence burn survivor, which means not that I'm both things, but that I was set on fire by my husband of 15 years. I really thought, I tried to put a filter on what happened to your face. I guess I didn't do that right. Those words are supposed to be blocked. Maybe I didn't do it right. They just stay on. Like if you prep your nail properly, and I don't even have big nail beds. Like my nails are kind of small. Like you see, I broke this one. They normally don't break like this, but this was a bad break in the clothes dryer. But if you just, I have one of those little Dremels like they use at the nail salon. So I prep my nail just lightly with that. And then people use nail dehydrator, but you can just use alcohol. Put some alcohol to dry it. Scuff the back of the nail too. Put the glue, hold it 15 or 20 seconds, and they are on. I rarely replace them. So for like $40, I get my manicure instead of what, 250 or something, and have to go back every 2 weeks. And they're reusable too. People are being cruel, and I have it set that they have to subscribe in order to do that, which is crazy. Isn't that crazy? I know it's set to sub only. Hey, Kaboom Room, thank you. Let me see. Let me look and make sure it's set right because I just did it for the first time. Participant mode subscribers. I'll have to give them a duration. Gonna have to be a sub. Let's see if a minute makes it stop. They have to sub for a minute before they can comment, so they can't just sub and comment. We'll set it to 5 if we need to. But I don't want people who are legitimately coming through, and subbing to feel punished. But I want it to be good for y'all. I didn't even see what they said. That's the thing. They come in to say things. Most of the time, I don't even see it. It's just bothering y'all. And I don't like that. Yeah. The only thing I need the nail salon for really is the pedicure. I can't do my feet. Until recently, I couldn't even reach my feet properly. After being burned, I have such limited mobility, and then I gained weight. So it made it dang near impossible. My right leg is still kind of hard. I can't like pick it up and like if I can cross my left leg over my right, but not my right leg over my left. So I really need physical therapy. And I just got Medi-Cal here. I just got insurance. So hopefully I can get some, you know, some more PT. Because there was only so much I could do in Georgia, to only pay for so many and then you're done. If you're not fixed in 20 sessions, then you're just done. Welcome in, everybody. Let's prep my skin. I have a big event tomorrow. I actually have a foundation called the Burn Beauty Foundation. And it initially was just for, I didn't even know I was a domestic violence survivor when I created the foundation. It was because I started doing social media and I thought I could raise funds and earn money to help other burn survivors that, want to rebuild confidence and feel beautiful. And, because I do believe aesthetics are important. People will tell us after we're burned, if we want to do something to look nice, they'll tell us we're vain, that it's vanity to want to, oh yeah, Chuck Norris, you heard what happened. Y'all, people in the room will answer some of your questions for you that I can't. So watch the chat when you ask a question. I can't see everything. Hey, Samantha. No, I didn't shut up. Is Mr. Chuck Norris a troll? The mods will get him in a minute. I don't know if he's a troll or something else is going on. Right, if you just read it, you know what happens. I tried to block the words today, y'all. Like, what happened to your face? What happened to your face? So people will take a moment and just hesitate. I might have to get some spray because it's getting my eyes so much. Look, my wig is messed up. Guess I'll have to redo that. I just put it on. People won't take a moment to just look instead of asking someone. And I share my story very openly because I want other people to learn because I didn't know that the emotional abuse was dangerous. I didn't even know it was abuse for all those years. I didn't understand that part of it. I understood that abuse could be verbal, but I didn't understand that abuse, like manipulation, gaslighting, I didn't know what those things were. Thank you. This is my little wig I put on. I need to advertise it. Somebody reminded me that I forgot to make an ad for it because I forget everything that imaginable. I really love this piece, though. I love this little bob. This is actually what my hair used to look like. Well, when I was a paralegal, I wore a bob for probably 15 years almost because it's very professional and sassy, like the little asymmetric bob. And I think I'm going to do my natural hair this way, y'all, because I do have hair. I think this will be like my natural style, and then I'll still be able to wear wigs if I want because I really love changing my look, changing who I am. Maybe that has to do with so many years of that emotional abuse. And this man, if you're just coming in, I'm going to tell y'all. Welcome in. I'm Tonya, also known as Burn Beauty 2018. I know that Farrah Fawcett is good. Love that kaboom room. I'll put it back on maybe tomorrow. I'm going to do some skincare today, and I just don't want my hair down because I need to do like everything for this event tomorrow. Pardon me. So for 15 years, I dealt with a man who just was always rude and disappearing, and he would disappear as punishment. Like he would go out, disappear with his friends or something. I get upset. And then when I get upset, talking to him at work, arguing all day. And then when he's done working, he turns off his phone and disappears until 2 or 3 a.m. He disappeared for 2 days once when it was getting close to the end. The last 2 years were just hell, you know. Thank you, Alex. Thank you for being a member. Food does not mean beautiful. Stop that. What are you saying? What is Mr. Chuck Norris doing, y'all? Mods, what is Mr. Chuck Norris doing? That's your last time out, Mr. Chuck Norris. After that, you get banned. Because I don't know what's going on. It's like compliment or not. Don't fight each other. I don't know if you're fighting or I can't see everything. This wig is by Frodio Hair, Frodio, and a seller on the Clock app gifted it to me in exchange. They just gifted it to me in exchange for a video. Right now, I need some wax right here because there's some hairs bothering me, so I'm gonna put a clip in it. Um, yeah, so I just, when I say disappearing, that seems to be the thing I mentioned the most. The thing that bothered me the most was the disappearing. Because, hold on, guys. Because he knew I had like this abandonment thing. It was like the worst thing you could do to me was like just disappear, you know? Is it Star Jones? Everybody calls me Star Jones sometimes. Depends on my hair. They'll be like, I thought you were Star Jones. And before this happened, as a matter of fact. Dang it, this is annoying me and you can see my thing. Look, this is what you don't see when you don't get your wig right. That's my little cap. I should have cut all that off, but it's okay. It's only one show, right? I was trying to prep for the thing tomorrow, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. At any rate, disappearing was the worst thing he could do, so that's what he would do and behave like a child. Like if you get mad at him, then the problem is your reaction and not his actions because he's a narcissist. If you're with someone like that, I'm here to tell you it's not going to change, ever. Never will it ever change, okay? These are by Tilt Beauty, and they're no crimp, easy to use hair clips. Tilt Beauty creates products for people with dexterity issues. Thank you, Torin Raymond, for the 100. I'm totally okay after going through all that. So long story short, because I tell it all the time, and you can check my page now that you're a subscriber if you're commenting. So I don't have to say it. It's like you have to remember when you ask someone to tell their story, you're asking them to relive a trauma. This is what I do, but think about it when it's somebody just, walking down the street or somebody you meet in public. They may not be prepared to do that. Imagine the worst thing that ever happened to you, and people ask you about it every day, every time they see you. Strangers ask you about the worst thing that's ever happened to you every day. So remember that. Not everyone wants to be asked. Dang it, I'm hot. I got to turn on Do Not Disturb. Hold on. I got to turn on Do Not Disturb, and I have to fix my AC. Hey, Leonore Silva. I'll be right back. We're really only doing skincare and new brows. Stick around if you've not seen anybody with eyebrow wigs. Do you see that? Those are glued on. I'm going to put some fresh ones on because big event tomorrow. I've been waiting to put on new ones because I only have one more pair. I think the tariffs have affected my ability to buy them. They're out of stock. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Now we can cool down. We can do this. So I want to look pretty. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. You don't know how much. And getting all the new subs and building this platform. Hey everybody. So it was many, many years of just torture, really. That's what it's like being with a narcissist. You're being tortured and you think you're the problem. I truly believe that. They convince you with all the gaslighting and manipulation that that the problem is actually your reaction, that you're overreacting, like he would always say, let it go. Get over it. Why can't you ever get over anything? Yes, Chelsea, I saw that. Thank you for subbing. Thanks, Lucid Dreams. Aw. Thank you, everybody coming in. I do have it set to, you have to sub to comment because people are so mean and it really just messes up the whole vibe of the live for, not so much for me, but for my audience, and that's not okay. So yeah, it was not a good life. I thought it was a good life though, because I could take care of my kids. I had the things that I needed, On paper, it was good, right? On paper, it was good. But in reality, it was a nightmare. Imagine, the people who are coming in here right now saying all the rude things. Um, what if you lived with that? What if that was the person that was closest to you saying that? Because that's what it is when you're with the narcissist. All the crude, hateful, ridiculous comments. Oh, that's right, lucid dreams. That's why you have lucid dreams. I do too. My dream last night was about, for some random reason, Tyler Perry. I don't know what we were doing, but we were chilling, hanging out. So maybe I'm about to finally get my Netflix original. Y'all remember that? Remember today's the day I said it because I manifest my destiny. He's the man that would do it. What am I going to do? I'm going to leave my eyebrows on while I think I want to start with, what do I want to do? I'm going to do my microcurrent first because I'm doing kind of everything today. I've got all these bottles of Allies of Skin because as a burn survivor, I do use a whole bunch of expensive bottles, okay? A whole bunch of expensive bottles. But you don't need all the different ones. You can just pick a serum if you wanted to. So I'll say that in advance because everybody's like, oh my gosh, so expensive. But it's kind of the Louis Vuitton of skincare. So, people don't go, oh my gosh, you know, it's, Louis Vuitton is so expensive. You just get what you pay for. Maybe not with Louis, but with Allies you do. Because you can get that Louis from China. The hair clips are cute. I'll tag them for you later. Tilt Beauty does them. They're easy to use and no cramp. So yeah, living my life for 20 years, I'm realizing, was like all the comments coming in and the mods are deflecting it, right? The mods are working hard to try to deflect everything. But you're still here. You're still hearing it. And even though it's not like you don't think it's affecting you, it'll wear you down sometimes. I'm completely worn out right now. I'm exhausted by it because it's everywhere. It's all the time. Oh, I used to go live on another platform all the time. A lot. A couple of years ago. I did it for about a year. But when I did the lives is when I started to remember what really happened because at first I believed it was an accident. This is called a Nuovaluce Ninny. Nuovaluce Ninny. And hey, Angela Halo, happy birthday, Owen. And it is a microcurrent device, and it's just what it says. The stuff that I put on is something I get on Amazon. It's a gel primer with gold in it. You can use these without primer, but they don't work as well. You won't get as good results from them. And basically, they're exercising the muscles in your face so they can tighten in that way. You have to be consistent using them. This one has a little red light on it that I've determined not to be dangerous, but if you don't get don't get red light in your eye. This one is mostly, it says it has red light and microcurrent, but the red light isn't strong enough to really do anything. The microcurrent is excellent. And I'm trying to fix this under eye because I have bags, but this one was just operated on about a year ago. So it started this whole process again. The bags are from my skin grafts. After 15 years of all the nonsense, all the manipulation, all the lies, we just were not getting along. Like the last year and a half was awful. Awful. It started with him ramming my car with his car, and I called the police. And they arrested him for aggravated battery. They went really hard on him. I didn't know that that was because he was also a former, he had been convicted of SA in Florida when he was in college. They see that. I don't because he's not on the Georgia registry. He's on Florida, not on Georgia. Should be, but he did something to get off of it. I don't know. You got to watch that. You never know who's living next door to you or who's laying in bed next to you. I really recommend you research everyone. We met in 2004, and it wasn't a time when you did a background search, and the internet was still kind of young. You know, I'd been using the internet for about 6 years at that time at work, only at work, because not everybody had a laptop, didn't have a smartphone, you know. I wish I'd known. Anyway, after they arrested him, he called me and made it my fault. It was like, you know, you got me in trouble. Look at you overreacting again. Why'd you call the police? Now I'm in trouble. And I felt bad. I got an attorney. I called an attorney the next morning, got him out, sat in front of the Fulton County Jail, Fulton County, Georgia jail, until they let him out, which took over 24 hours. I sat in the car and waited because I felt bad because I messed up. I literally still have the video from the surveillance camera that shows it was not an accident. He clearly meant to do it. But I still believed him. I believed I was wrong. I believed I was always wrong. I believed, hey, Melinda McNeil, I always believed it. You know, he was normal. I was messed up because they will tell you you're crazy all the time. Look at you getting so upset. You're crazy. And they'll make you look crazy in front of other people to prove it. They will provoke you, little nudge in front of other people. And if you snap, that's it. You know, your greatest superpower with a narcissist is going to be not reacting. But I was so bad at that. I can do it now, but for all those years, I couldn't do it because I didn't even know what it was. Hey, Michael Danger. He is still alive. Yes, Ashlyn. And he is free, walking the streets of Atlanta, Georgia. Karma will come. The police didn't question him after it happened. We were in North Georgia. Hey, everybody, I cannot get, no rest for the wicked, Leonore. I cannot get comfortable again. I cleaned my whole house yesterday, which y'all think, maybe don't take little things for granted, because for so many years I couldn't do that myself. So it's the first time I really just like top to bottom cleaned a house by myself. Now the house is very small. It's not like the one I used to have, but still I'm super tired and sore from it. So they didn't question him. They were just like, okay, it was an accident, because we were sitting by the fire pit when it happened. I had 3rd and 4th degree burns. So I wonder if I should do my skincare before I dermaplane, because I'm going to end with oil and then scrape. No, I don't think so. I can't decide. I don't know if you dermaplane before. I normally don't do this way. I like to use oil. I'll just use a little bit of oil to dermaplane. I have all these little tiny hairs on my face now. Right, he got off on that. Well, I didn't say it was an accident. I just didn't say it wasn't. I didn't say anything. I never got questioned. Then later, I was like, oh yeah, it's an accident. Because when I woke up, he's literally what they call love bombing. If you hear that, I didn't realize that until recently. That like when I woke up and he was telling me, oh my God, I'm so sorry about the accident. It was awful. It's been 2 months that you've been in a coma. Now I know I'm so sorry. I know I treated you bad. I know I've just been a jerk. But now I've done everything. I'm going to take care of you for the rest of life. I'm so sorry. I see the error in my ways. And I felt relieved. I am not going to tell you any lies. I felt relieved about it. That's how bad my life had been. I was laying in a bed, waking up from a coma. My face had been burned away. The upper 35% of my body burned and replaced. Of course, I'm on a lot of pain medicine and stuff, and it's very groggy, obviously, waking up after 2 months. But that's what he's telling me. And I'm like, okay, well, at least my marriage is better. This is a horrible thing that happened. That I was so mentally exhausted. When I think back on it, I don't wish it for anyone. If you're going through it, get out. And that's why I made today about holidays with the narcissist. Someone asked me about it the other day. I got burned on December 18th of 2018 during the holidays. They are volatile during the holidays. And the funny thing is, he always told me from the beginning, he'd be like, you're just in a bad mood around the holidays. It must be because your grandpa passed. Anything they say to you or accuse you of is something they are doing or feeling. Always remember that. If they say, man, I think you're cheating on me over at the club last night, then that's what they did to you. They communicate it. They can't keep it in. I've got a little bit of this C15 Bakuchiol by Allies of Skin. Again, yes, I know it's expensive. God knows I'm blessed to have it because I'm one of their ambassadors. This skincare has changed my life as a burn survivor. If you can afford good skincare, get it. Be consistent. If it's not this, get something. Because, man, when you lose your skin, you don't think about it that much until you don't have it. You don't realize how much it does. You're sick all the time. You're hot all the time. You're cold all the time. I can't regulate my temperature. I can't, you don't realize it. So please, whatever is in your price range, get the best you can. Be consistent. I don't care how old you are. Do it. Get it and do it. So I'm going to do this without cutting myself because I've got all these random hairs. This didn't used to grow hair at all, except for a couple because I don't have pores. But now that I've been getting the nanofat injections, which are stem cells from my own body, from my own fat, it's really kind of rejuvenating them. The ones that, like the follicles that were left are actually just growing. Because I used to have just like a random hair here or there. Because I don't have eyebrows, I don't have anything like that. And now it's really growing back, and that's crazy. This is called a dermaplane. Be careful. I put a little bit of oil just to slick it up to make sure that this blade slides. It's not as sharp as you think it is, but it will cut you. And I'm trying to get around this weirdness here, especially on something like this eye bag. I wouldn't recommend this. I do it all the time. See, it felt like I just poked myself right there. I don't want anybody to see it because last time I dermaplaned, they thought that's what caused a big lump on my jaw, but I think that's crazy. I think it's right here. I'm having a surgery for this. I think this is a lymph node just because I've been sick all year, trying to heal from surgery. But yeah, so it's regenerating hair and it's bugging me. See, that's kind of red, so I'm going to quit. And it seems like I can't get it. Like with those little clipper kind of things, I can't get it. Nova, thank you so much with the super. It is cool, right? The stem cell science is insane. You mean like I got one of those little things, but it just is not working. I don't know. I have a whole bunch of them, and the hair is growing back so fast, I guess. Maybe I just need to be more consistent and do it every day. This is always good, though. No hair doesn't grow back thicker and blacker because you shaved it. It just might appear that way as as it grows back and it's stubbly, but you don't multiply your hair follicles by shaving. You don't actually change the hair. Look, I got some stuff. Let me see what I got. I don't even have anything to show you. I have a black towel. Yeah, thank you. Nova's awesome. I appreciate that so much. Well, I didn't really, I got like one tiny hair or something. Just got like oil in one tiny hair. On you, if you do this, it's really exfoliating. This is a new dermaplane to me, and it is kind of sharp, so I'm actually going to quit. Because a cut on me is, this is a new brand. A cut on me is a possible infection that can go really, really sideways because I don't have the immunity to fight that. My skin grafts don't have bacteria on them. And you need bacteria to protect you from all the other things, like the good bacteria they talk about. None of that lives here, so I get really sick. I get this thing and try to do it. I'm trying to go to a thing, before we talk more about the holidays, which is when I got burned, I'm trying to go to a thing with Tiffany Haddish. Is this dead? Of course it is. With Tiffany Haddish. I don't know if you know who she is, but her foundation, the She Ready Foundation, and the Burn Beauty Foundation are co-hosting an event, a birthday celebration for Angelique Bates, who used to be on a Nickelodeon show called All That. She's my publicist and a friend of mine. And apparently Tiffany Haddish is her friend, so we're having a big comedy show tomorrow. I want to look really good, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on it tomorrow. So I'm going to wipe this away. it shouldn't hurt with the, if you're talking about the dermaplane, should not hurt. But that one was kind of scraggly. You got to be careful. If it's one of those super sharp ones that's like a eyebrow razor, don't use it. It should be kind of dull. Dull but sharp and serrated. And that one was a little more than I can use. So, all that. Yeah, she's on all that. Angelique Bates. She's a little skinny black girl on there. She's my friend and my publicist, and it's her 45th birthday tomorrow. So I don't know how she actually got Tiffany Haddish. They're friends. Let's do, I don't know what I want to do. I'm so baffled about what I want to do right now. Guess I'll just do should I take my brows off? That'll make people stop and say mean things, won't it? Well, let's just do it anyway, because I don't want to mess these up. I've got to save this pair of brows. Look at the difference in eyebrow makes. That's why I don't want to do it. I don't like the way I look. People are going to be super mean until I get done. Should I put it back? People are going to be so mean. Fortunately, I did have a tattoo here that you can see recently got, see how too high they were? And you can still see it a little. It got lasered away. The lady that was doing it pro bono, but she sent a message that there's not enough donors, so I might not be able to get any more done. I'm upset about that. I thought I had like a personal angel, so I can just pay for it eventually, like next year. But I want to get my eyeliner done. I think I'm going to keep the eyebrow wigs though because they're so nice. They look nice and they're human hair. And instead of just having a tattoo, you feel hair on your face. I don't have any hair on my face, except for the ones that I want to. Oh, Kiera, that's okay. Charge up and come back. Or watch the replay. Oh, look, now they're gonna sub and say mean things. That's okay. I haven't really looked at myself without the old tattoos since it got done, because I was just recently having that done, and I've had those eyebrow wigs on consistently. I don't take them off like lashes. I just sleep in them. I use prosthetics glue. So I've had them on for a couple of months, and I haven't really seen myself this way. I'm kind of freaked out about it. The eyebrows are from Lashy Brows, LASHY brows.com. But they've been low in stock all year, and I think that's because of the tariffs. This is Allies of Skin Probiotic Treatment Mist. I love this stuff. I'm just spraying it to make sure I have a wet surface to put my skincare on. See, I can feel the tingle from that razor, and that's not what you should feel. I didn't like that one. I'll use my little electric thing in a minute. Scars hurt. Not really. I mean, they do. I still have pain management to a degree. Not a lot. Not like it used to. I like to put all my serums together in my hand, except for moisturizing serum. The moisturizing serum needs to go last. Don't mix it up with other things if you have one. Okay? Now your serums, what you need depends on your skin. That's growth factor. Actually, I'll do them one at a time so you can see. Growth factor, and it's just like an amazing. This goes to stem cells, right? It's Allies of Skin. They're in the cart. And I'm going to say again, yes, I know it's pricey. It is worth it. It changed my life as a burn survivor, particularly. If you have burns and you need to get rid of scars and you can't afford this whole assortment, which I wouldn't be able to either, just get the copper that I'm about to do next. The copper tripeptides erase scars. So to the young lady talking about the narcissist, and yeah, I haven't finished my story, but everything is there. Ultimately I wake up, he's love bombing me, and it took years before I remembered or accepted it, even though I should have known because of how bad he was. But it's hard to imagine that someone that you've been with 15 years, you've married them and renewed your vows twice, and you just renewed your vows a month before this happened. So it's like, okay, so he's a jerk, but that doesn't mean he's a killer. It's hard to make your mind believe it. This is the copper, and you see it's blue because it has a lot of copper in it. I'm hitting my mic. Yeah, I mean, none of us are going to be proud of how we got through the relationship with the narcissist. That's why I talk about it, because our silence keeps others in danger, you know? Our silence keeps us feeling the shame that they should feel. We shouldn't be made to feel shameful for something that someone did to us that was bad, you know? Copper tripeptides for your scars, third degree burns, if you're going through menopause, anything to restore your skin barrier, anything that's broken down the skin barrier, eczema. It's approved by the National Eczema Association. So the copper changed my life. I need to put it here, but I'm just going to keep going because I'll be rubbing everything. Normally, I would be doing my neck a little bit heavier, but I'm trying to avoid my mic. I also like, I got everything. Tranexamic acid. What is in his? Tranexamic and Arbutin Advanced Brightening Serum. I've been using that on the darker skin on my face because I call it a patchwork quilt because all the skin came from different parts of my body. So that's why it's different colors. If you take your skin and put it all beside each other, it's not going to be the same shade by far. So I'm using this on the dark spots, and it does work. My plastic surgeon uses tranexamic acid in his office to brighten it. His is probably a lot stronger. Welcome in, everybody. We got lots of people. We'll get like thousands of people, then we got no thousands of people. I want to make sure everybody's in. It helps me. Please, if you double tap the screen, it gives a subscribe. It gives a thumbs up. That helps a lot. I would appreciate it if we get thousands of thumbs up. It really is signaling to the system that we're doing a good thing here because this heals me. It always has. Even before I thought it was, even when I thought it was an accident, it healed me to try to use it to help others. And I've been in I was just in the beauty space alone in the beginning. Just let me show you how we can still be beautiful and do makeup and, like how your life isn't over. And I think that's because this is beta glucan, which is my moisturizer. Make sure, well, it's not a moisturizer, it's a moisturizing serum. So use it last because the moisturizers create a little bit of film. But this is still not my moisturizer, it's still a serum. And when I do this at night, I wear my Jove's 4D red light mask. Not everyone can use those. If you have dark spots, don't use it. If you have melasma, don't use it. It can make them worse. If you have keloids, don't use it. I have skin grafts. I look different, but you don't see the scars. So it's really helped my skin so much to do all of these things. I feel so bright. I look so bright when I get done. Like, not lighter, brighter. You know what I mean? Thank you. My nails are tagged under the community thing, community chat feature, which is new, where it's posted. You'll see my hands being held up, and I tag the nails because they're just press-ons, and they're old. Thank you all. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, everybody. If you're with the narcissist, what bothered me about the question about the narcissist, like what do I do to manage the narcissist around the holidays, is because I'm always going to say leave. They're like a psychopath or a sociopath. There's no healing. Here's something I forgot to tag that I've been using lately, and this is a really affordable brand. So if you wanted a different, good skincare on a completely different price point, this is by the Inky List. The Inky List. And this is the Exosome Hydro Glow Complex. They use minimal packaging to keep the price down. So this is maybe a $22 bottle or something. I think it's excellent. It's not as good as Allies, but it's a lot better than nothing. And exosomes are like little carrier pigeons for stem cells. So if you're using growth factor like I used, I like combining it with an exosome serum because the exosomes tell the stem cells, like, hey, go over there, basically. That's my basic explanation of exosomes. They're like, you two get together, you heal this because it is getting so much better. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for subbing if you're coming in. It is set to where you have to sub in order to comment, just to keep down the horrible comments that come and really messes up my viewers' experience because they're talking to each other and healing and listening and watching makeup and skincare. Oh, this is another caffeine eye cream by the Inky List. I think this is $12 or $13, and I didn't tag it, but ooh, that's too much. Caffeine is one of the few eye creams that I like because it will actually help depuff. It's not going to do a lot of magic with mine because I'm not actually puffy. This is just the way my skin grafts were put together right here. So it's not puffiness or swelling, but I still try. I figure it can't hurt. It'll brighten your under eye. Get your lids. I'm a little bit rougher on my eyes than y'all should be. Y'all dab. Used a weak man, but my skin isn't actually, this is from my stomach. It is a nightmare. Thank you. We're going to put some more eyebrows on in a minute. But yeah, if you're trying to figure out how to navigate the narcissist at the holidays, I really need you to think about your safety because look at me. I wasn't being physically abused until I was, you know. Thank you, Anna Ortiz, for the party hat. That's so cool. Did you see that exosome serum go on? It's got a super glow in it. If you use that by itself, it's amazing. Beautiful serum. And definitely do your neck and stuff. I'm just trying to avoid my mic. Beautiful. I'll have to wipe it away from my eyebrow area to put my brows on and get them to stick because I'm literally so slick. Because I don't have pores, stuff just slides right off my face. Like I really have to have a good primer when I do makeup because the makeup will literally, it's just, like where'd my makeup go? Well, it kind of slid off your face. You know what I'm saying? So it's got nothing to hold on to. This hair is driving me nuts. I'm hot. I'm tired. When I'm done with my serums, then I'm going to do a moisturizer. This one is really affordable. If you use this alone, you'll see really good results. By Allies of Skin. It's the peptides and antioxidants firming daily treatment. It's very good. This is skincare that's on a level that you find at your plastic surgeon's office or something. It's a little different. Totally worth it. More than worth it, the way it changed my life. And if you're a burn survivor, I encourage you to get a copper serum. If not this one, make sure it's a good one. I think there's only a few of them that are actually legit. Peptides are so good for us. That's what GLP-1s are, right? Peptides. There's a photo on my page. I'll show one later, but there's some photos on my page if you click the shorts, like a before and after. Right now my hands are goopy. I can only show you on my thing, but y'all can wait. Y'all can look. Thank y'all for answering questions. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for being here. Would you please double tap the screen so I can get all those those likes up there where it says 791? Be great to have thousands of them. I'm staying on as long as I can today. If y'all can't tell, I've just been beaten. I did so much this week and I'm so proud of it. But it's really brought out reminds me of the, what I call hidden disability of it, where it's just so hard. Concealer works well. I don't know. If I saw a comment before that, but I wear full makeup. Check my page out. If you're just coming in and subbing, I do full makeup. I just need to get ready for this big thing tomorrow night. The theme is 1920s Wall Street or Black Wall Street. And I just happen to have a dress that I haven't worn that's perfect for that because I need to talk about the Burn Beauty Foundation on the red carpet and on stage, and I didn't actually know that until yesterday. I knew the Burn Beauty Foundation logo was going to be on the step and repeat, the thing behind you that you take your pictures with. But I didn't know I needed to speak on stage after like Stephanie Haddish. That's crazy. After 7.1 million followers, Stephanie Haddish, like, oh my gosh. But it'll be okay. And Angelique is my friend and my publicist, so the girl from all that. What's in New York City? The event is no, it's in Los Angeles. It's in Hollywood. It's a birthday party. I think I only have a listing for it on my IG page. I normally don't announce where I'm going ahead of time, but she did. So there will be security. Because you got to remember, this man is still free. I know he's not here, but the moment, I know he's not here right now, but the moment that you let your guard down is the moment you get got. Cannot let your guard down. Not to mention the number of incels that are so angry when I talk about like what happened and, like, okay, well, yeah, I thought it was an accident or I chose to believe it was an accident. The more I think about it, the more I realize, like, what's your part in it? Well, yeah, you chose to believe it was an accident, kind of, because you remembered part of it, and you listened to him and thought, nobody would ever set anybody on fire on purpose, you know, because you can't imagine it doesn't mean people won't do it to you. And that's why narcissists are so dangerous. You cannot anticipate their emotions. They can't regulate them. This was the bakuchiol serum, and I love this stuff so much. It's an oil, plant derived, and it works like retinol. So if your skin is too sensitive for retinol, then bakuchiol is an excellent choice. My skin is not sensitive, but I have nanofat injections, which are stem cell injections by my plastic surgeon, and the retinol interferes with their ability to work because it creates too much cellular turnover, right? Retinol does create cellular turnover of like 28 times back. I don't know, like your cellular turnover would be like about a month, but using retinol is about 3 days. So it creates too much turnover before the nanofat injections can work because they take 6 to 12 months. But bakuchiol is safe. I think I think I'm going to keep my hair chic for tomorrow night. I'm going to wear a little dress that looks kind of like a flapper. I need to be professional but pretty and represent my foundation in public for the first time. So I'm kind of nervous about that. Oh, revision is really good too, Colleen. They used to be a sponsor for Face Forward International, and that's the nonprofit that brought me to LA and reconstructed my nose because this time last year, this brown part of my nose didn't exist. I didn't have nostrils. I didn't have this cute little thing here. So revision, they pulled out. There's been some changes in their structure, not because they don't want to help, but there's some changes in their structure and probably the economy as well. So they're not a sponsor, and I think that Allies of Skin will be. There's going to be an Allies of Skin, what do you call it? Like a little package, a pre-made the Allies of Skin pack that'll have like probably growth factor and copper tripeptides in it, and a percentage of the cells will benefit Face Forward, and I'm super proud of that because these are two things that happened to me last year that came into my life. Allies of Skin gifted me product, and all of a sudden I was seeing such a change in my skin. I'd never had skincare that worked that well. I've been, you think like this is expensive, but if you buy 5 other products for $20 that don't work, then is it really? Like look under your kitchen cabinet, kitchen sink, and see how much, or your not your bathroom sink, and see how much stuff you didn't use, didn't work. That happened, and then Face Forward International offered me the opportunity to come here because they saw an ad that I did for the skincare company that was viral. You're one decision from a completely different life. You are one action from a completely different life. So using their skincare, trying it out last year, even though I was busy, I was like, oh, everybody sends me skincare. What's different about this? And I was grateful that I tried it, and then grateful that I came here. And now, as of October, We have a collaboration between Face Forward International and Allies of Skin, them gifting product to the survivors of that come through Face Forward International, and we're all domestic violence and human trafficking and violent crime survivors. Most of the domestic violence is burns or acid attacks from other countries. They bring people from other countries. And I'm just so proud of it because I wanted, that to happen. And I knew revision was in place. And they're really more a part of the Texas division. Right, Colleen. Right. I can't afford the products either, right? That's what I'm saying to y'all. I think it's a matter of picking one good serum and being consistent. Pick a good serum, pick a good moisturizer, be consistent day and night. I'm going to put more oil because I'm going to do gua sha. Because why not? I'm stressed. Oh, I'm out of oil. You see how much I use it? I have more. I also hope that by the things I use and the amount of healing that's being seen on me, and I have, exposure to the world, that maybe it will change the way burns are treated. Like they, they tell you that you can't get any better, basically. Like you're messed up. It's going to be that way. Get out of here. And I did not accept that. So I worked on it the whole time, worked on my skin and stuff. And the way, I'll show you in a minute because this feels so good. This is a gua sha. And I'm trying to do like a little bit of lymphatic drainage. But what I'm doing is not really lymphatic drainage. It's more of poking my neck because it's so tight and stressed. Yeah, Colleen, make a routine. I get out of the shower, I do my skincare. I take off my makeup, I do my skincare. Okay, go this way, this way. See what a gua sha is? Except I have a metal one. This is so cool, right? Most of them are rose quartz. This one is metal by Allies of Skin. It was a gift. And because it's metal, they can heat it up and do a growth factor facial, which is the most amazing thing I've ever had. No, I don't. I'm not really versed in lymphatic drainage. I'm just doing what the lady did to me because my face was completely different. If you can get a lymphatic drainage facial, do it. Do not imagine how much just puffiness is in your face. I hope that future technologies help, but I hope they understand that the products already exist now. They just don't want to do it. I have a plastic surgeon that's giving me nanofat injections, and that's literally is healing things that I thought weren't healable. The way that I can use my face. When he asked me the first time he did it, because I've had 6 rounds of nanofat so far, I think 6, or I'm about to have 6. I don't know, a lot more than most people would get, because he did it every time he did a surgery to reconstruct my nose, right? And the difference it has made, if you were to do a procedure like this immediately after being burned, what would happen? You know, how much could a burn survivor's face heal? How much could it soften? How much could be rejuvenated if you had the proper treatment? But insurance is never going to pay for that. But I'm hoping that when people see it, they'll consider it. Thank you, DB3877. Ooh, thank you, Emma. Thank you for the clapping seal. Your gifts mean so much. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, lymphatic drain. I've never had a full body lymphatic drainage, and I need it. I just haven't been able to do that since I've been here. All the stuff I've been getting, y'all see me doing all this amazing stuff, but it's basically been out of the kindness. Thank you, Rumpelstiltskin. It is incredible how much my face has regenerated. If y'all look back at my pictures, and I'll show you one in a bit. Right now, I'm trying to relax and think about what am I going to say on stage. Thank you, Christmas guy. It's your time of year. Y'all giving Christmas gifts? Yeah, 1,000 likes. Y'all double tap, please. I want all the likes. This, if you can do gua sha like this, it is so relaxing. And I put on extra oil to make sure it's not tugging on my skin. You don't ever want to tug on your skin, but it feels so good. And again, I'm not a pro at it. There's videos about it. I'm just doing what was done to me. Then you can turn it, use it different ways. Like to go up here. The idea is to open up a channel right here behind your ear and it goes down into then it goes down to here, and then into your armpit. And I promise you, after I had it done, about a month later, I had an inflammation. My lymph nodes were completely inflamed. Like there was so much in me that needs to get out. Can you imagine how much medication and gunk is in you after you've been in a coma for 2 months and in the hospital for 6 months, and the infection and it, ooh, it just got to get out of me. So I hope to get a massage soon. And I don't like massages in general, but I would do lymphatic drainage. I know. Why don't you like massages? I don't know. Okay, this feels so good. I feel so really relieved just by doing that. I don't know what else we're going to do today. We're going to put on brows and we're going to put on lashes. And we're going to talk more about this Christmas thing because I'm 52. 52. 52 years old. Kindness of true intention. Amen. If you just be true. That's what got me here, doing all the things. And when I first started doing social media, I didn't need money. I didn't know I was a domestic violence survivor, or I wasn't there in my head yet to accept, because he was still being a jerk. That's what's important to note. Even after oh my gosh, I almost lost you. I'm so sorry. I'll never be bad to you again. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of the house. I'll take care of the bills. You don't have to do anything. Just, I love you. I'm so sorry. I can't believe it. I almost lost you. And I believed that nonsense. Why would he do it then if he didn't do it before? I promise you, if he wanted to, he would. I promise you this. Nothing will change it. If he or she wanted to, they would. Already, right now. Nothing required. So he didn't. He was stealing my pain medicine. I couldn't even give myself pain medicine at first. Um, I had like a feeding tube. I had a tracheotomy, which, by the way, they got rid of my tracheotomy scar. I had like an indentation right here, and the plastic surgeons got rid of it because it was really noticeable, and I'd been hiding it under necklaces the whole time. It's funny, I can be scarred all over, but this one thing bothers me, you know? It's funny. So he's stealing my pain medicine that I couldn't even give myself. That's why I was in so much more pain probably than I needed to be in, because he was taking half of it. Then I found out that he was on meth the whole time for like a decade. I don't do any drugs. I thought he was an alcoholic, right? Oh, thank you. Hey, Aiden Navarez, welcome in. Thank you for subbing and thank you for the super chat. You're not being rude. I appreciate you doing it the way you are, at least. I'm a domestic violence burn survivor, so I was set on fire by my husband of 15 years. Um, that's basically it. And I thought it was an accident, but I remembered, we were sitting by the fire pit, and I remembered that I was going to reach out and put something on the fire pit, and then I remembered the stream of lighter fluid on my arm, like right here. This is where, right here, reaching out, and I remembered that. And then I just completely blocked out getting up and running. I knew I ran, but I had it different in my head. I don't know. While I was running, he was squirting lighter fluid behind me too. Like it was getting in my hair. I had a long weave in. And funny, I'd never really worn weaves until right before that happened because I was trying to grow out my relaxer. I wanted all natural hair and it was like a hot mess underneath. So fortunate because it saved my life. He was squirting that lighter fluid and running behind me, and then he threw this lighter that he had gotten. We had just bought it a month before while we were in the French Alps renewing our vows. It was our 10-year wedding anniversary 1 month before. Well, our 10-year wedding anniversary was November 15th, and on December 18th, he set me on fire. That's what I'm saying. And the fact that we can't understand someone doing it actually helps them because it must be an accident, right? Like, even though he's a jerk, this man has been with me for 15 years. I've done everything. I have built him. I have built his business. I have built his dreams, not mine. And how's he going to set me on fire? That's crazy. But also, don't build other people's dreams. Build your dream with them, you know. But a lot of times that happens, you know, because I had a good life out of it, I thought, except my emotions were all over the place all the time. Right before I got burned, I had these little red dots all over my face that they weren't bumps, they weren't hives. It was just like red, 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 red. I don't know what it was. I had forgotten it until I saw a picture of myself 2 days before he set me on fire. And I remembered I had been worried about these red dots and I was miserable. I hated life. I did not. My anxiety was out of check because I always thought he wasn't coming home. Thank you, Danny, for the floating heart. Lion of Tigers, Pride's Balance of Protection. Yeah. So I was miserable, y'all. And I thought I was happy. I knew I wasn't even happy. I'd been arguing with him for a month because while we were renewing our vows, he did the same thing that he did when he was at home, which is disappear, turn off his phone, disappear, and leave me standing on the streets of Geneva, Switzerland. Geneva. And he disappeared until 4 in the morning. And that was the night before we were supposed to leave and fly back to Atlanta. Maybe my thing is broken. I charged it up. Now it doesn't work. I'll whack it because that's why you fix stuff. I was 45 when it happened, and now I'm 52. I have had, by all accounts, a miraculous recovery. Oops, something went by. Ideal hit chase. Thank you. In chest when I was 10. Second, burned my entire face when I was 10. Second and third degree. Doctor said I would be scarred, and somehow I healed completely. Amen. That's what I'm talking about. Ideal hit chase said that. They tell you that this is your new normal. It's not going to get any better. I'll show you now. I'll take a break. Because I don't know what I'm doing today. I'm just tired. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, thank you so much for the supers. Thank you, Bella. Much love to you. You're a strong lady with a pure heart. I'm so proud of you for sharing your story and being so brave to talk online to others. Thank you so much, Bella. I appreciate that. I got to tell you, it's scary. It's scary, especially when people were telling me the whole time, like, he did it on purpose. There's no way you got burned, third and fourth degree burns from a flare up or from a little stream of lighter fluid on your arm. And I just still believed it. And that's the way narcissism goes. You believe crazy things. And if you're with a narcissist, you're doing it right now. I believed he was faithful to me, even though he disappeared all night. Disappeared for 2 days, turn off his phone. Oh, it's just he's an alcoholic. And, I don't want him drinking at home. We got kids, so I had kids from my first marriage. Thank God, not with him. But he does. I don't want him drinking at home, drinking and arguing. So he just wants to drink so bad that he disappears. And even at 45 years old, he's still concerned about hanging out with his friends. Not that people don't hang out with their friends, but hanging out, and it was like having another teenager. You know what I mean? Like in that manner. Like, oh, I want to hang out with my friends. They are so mentally stunted in their age, you know? It's like you got stuck somewhere in your, I think maybe when he was really young because he would pout when he got angry. They do silent treatment and he would pout. If you're dealing with somebody during the holidays, this is what you're getting right now. And you're getting it on double time because it's the holidays. And they're miserable people. They're not happy. You're happy and you want to see your family and your friends and you're doing fun things and they don't like it. They don't want you to be happy. Bye, Amelia. Yeah, I still hurt some. Raised by one, divorced one. Amen, Maria. I'm glad you got out. But I want you to know that they are dangerous physically. You know, Leah, I do have a lot of videos because I can't go over it every time. But watch my videos, come back. That's the best I can do. The story is so it's complicated and it's exhausting to in a way. You know, not that I don't tell it, but it's just so I don't and it's not, I don't think it's over yet because I still don't have the divorce final. He's still doing things to try to control my life. I'm still struggling because I didn't have a divorce settlement yet because he's dodging service and all these things, you know? It's not over yet. That's what's been bothering me the past couple of months. I've really been in my feelings about it because I don't want to be I don't want to deal with it. I've done what I can. I told the police he did it on purpose. They said they'd reopen the case. That was last year. Nothing has happened. They didn't question him to begin with. They probably don't want to look any worse. And I had to let go. I had to start worrying about what I needed for me instead of trying to get justice for him, spending my whole day on that. I had to build a new life for me. So that's what I've done. And people told me, karma, I know karma and much more brutal than anything the police are going to do to you. Yeah, exactly. Gerald time and general population. I open my Bible every day and just read a random verse. Oh, yeah, he belongs in prison. I'm not sick, no, but I have to live my life. And I can't. What am I going to do? Go arrest him? If you spend all your energy on that, you're going to fail. I promise you, you're going to fail. Romans 8:28. I was just reading it the other day because it's all about turning. If y'all don't know it, it's all about turning God. Instead of questioning why did this happen to me, Leah Maldonado, thank you for the 100. Instead of questioning why something happened to you, question what you're being molded into, and be excited about what you're being turned into, because this is more strength than I thought I had after 20 years, well, 15 years of just being beaten down emotionally by the narcissist, and then set on fire a week before Christmas. So that's why that question really got me. Thank you, Leah. I got a secret and it's about my Yes, oh yes, he definitely wanted to ruin my looks. I used to say all the time that I could deal with anything. Like if I had an accident, I could deal with anything as long as nothing happened to my face. And these guys try to maim you. Thank you, Leah. Thank you. The eye ring, the evil eye, is supposed to, a lot of people keep telling me it's supposed to be evil, and I don't see it that way in other cultures. The evil eye is to protect you from harm from other people's bad intentions. And he's got a lot of bad intentions towards me. So, yeah. Love you back. I know you got a lot of questions. I can see it, like Leah and all the questions. I gotta make a whole new video, like just sit and talk it out. But it takes so long. It's hard to put it into a short, right? Thank you, Carolina. That's so good. Or Caroline, I love the hot chocolate. I'm going to show y'all a picture, okay? Don't want to miss anything while I'm looking down. Show you a picture. I haven't put on a stitch of makeup today. Yeah, they haunt you for life. All the Allies of Skin stuff is in the cart. Oh my gosh, is that him? Who the hell is that? Sorry, hold on. You know how it comes to the memories this time of year. So I'm almost on the thing. Kylie, my thing is tomorrow. I'll practice a little. The event's tomorrow. I'm prepping my skincare today. I'm not nervous. I don't really get nervous about speaking in public. Not as long as I'm speaking about something I care about. Thank you, Colleen. If you asked me to talk about like quantum physics, I'd be super nervous. But if I'm talking about like my story or my foundation or what I want to do in the world, that I can do. Where did he burn me? We were in our backyard by the fire pit. Thank you, Leah, for the 100. We were in our backyard by the fire pit. Y'all want to see something amazing? This is a video. I don't think I've ever shown this to anybody. I'm going to show y'all. This is special. I don't know if I can turn up the volume. Hold on. Give me a minute. This is a video that my daughter made, because right now, this goes back to March of 2019. And it's my daughter, my son, and her boyfriend. I'll show you in a minute. And they are actually at the therapy center where I was. And she made a video on my phone. I just woken up from a coma a few weeks before, so I couldn't see, couldn't really talk. And I just got to this therapy center about an hour from where we lived, and I was so scared. But she would pack her boyfriend and her brother up in the car and bring them. I don't hear anything. Come on, Shelly. Shoot. Why don't I hear anything?
Love you.
That's my son.
Love you.
Do it again. That's my little daughter. She was 20 at the time. Go, Shelly. Girl. This stupid iPad.
Hey, Mom, we're here visiting you right now. Just want to say we love you.
That's her boyfriend, or ex-boyfriend.
Love you. Love you.
Okay, now I'm going to cry. I haven't seen that. Oh, I do trust God more, Shelly. I believe him. I can do both, you know. I definitely trust in the Lord. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for that, for faith, because it's hard to get through all the things. But I still like crystals. God made those too. I love crystals and the energy from earth. I love like plants, the energy from other life. And, you know, even in the Bible, they're using gemstones to adorn taluses and things for God, because it has energy. Imagine how long it's been in the earth, you know. Wasn't she's so sweet. Now this is what I looked like. This is April 14th of 2019. My vision isn't very good. I have special contacts. But thank God I can still see. Y'all see that? That's me when I got home from the hospital. God doesn't control free will. We all have free will. That's not his to do. You know? That's not his to do. That's the hard part, isn't it? You still have to have faith in him. Let me find a picture before. Yeah, and you see, that was a bad burn, obviously. Ugh, God, I don't want a picture of him. I should have known this man was on drugs. If I looked at this person now, okay, also, I think he might be like a serial killer. I'm saying that kind of jokingly. He took up hunting for like a year or two, but he didn't want to eat the venison. I was like, I don't like that. If you're going to kill something, you're going to bring it home and I'm going to cook it. You're going to eat it. We're not going to do it to get a deer head on the wall, right? But he did it one time and he brought it home and he did not eat that meat. I had to give it away so it wouldn't go to waste. But he didn't get the deer head. It was a doe. So then he went away and he met this guy, this weird guy who said he was a Navy SEAL. God, I'm sorry. When you try to repeat a narcissist story, I'm coming with the. So him and the Navy SEAL, I just want you to look at his face. My ex is the one holding the deer head, okay? I just want you to look at the face after killing this deer. It's so scary. Look. 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 He's crazy. That was in November 21st, 2018. I think that was October of 2018. He had done that, and he disappeared this day. Then November of 2018, we went to renew our vows. I didn't want to go. I wanted to go, but I didn't want to go. But then I decided I'm in the French Alps. This is my dream. I love mountains. Like I said, I love crystals. I love the way it feels near mountains because they're old. I love that energy. And so it was my dream trip. That's me on the airplane. This is me about to fly to Paris a month before. Flying to Paris a month before. That's on the airplane. Little did I know, a month later, I'd be fighting for my life. Narcissists are not harmless. He's not too attractive, is he? He's not attractive. And we mean, what the hell is she? I was beautiful. And I know it. I just didn't know it then, and I want y'all to know it. You can't see them for what they are. He is not cute. I don't know what the hell what the heck I was thinking all those years. But also, I don't look at people for even then, I didn't judge people for their looks. You know, I judged what I thought was character, but it's just all lies with the narcissist. What you think is character is just a lie. It's just something that they made up because they know what you like, and they make it up and they pretend. So if you're with them, no, it's not going to change. It's not going to get better. No, it's not about looks. You know, I didn't marry him for looks, obviously. But he does, it's not about the way he looks, it's about the way he looks crazy. The way, that look in his eye of being happy to, like serial killers, kill like little animals, you know? So that's what it looks to me. It looks scary that I just didn't see that look in his eye. That's what I'm talking about. And they were in Georgia. Ain't shooting nothing illegal. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but he did it anyway. And they do it. I thought it was horrible. I just can't stand hunting. I was a vegetarian for many years. I'm not anymore. But what event? Oh, the event tomorrow is a birthday party for Angelique Bates. She used to be on All That on Nickelodeon. That's me and him and my kids in 2010 at Christmas. My little kids, they were young. That was only 2010. My daughter is 27 now, and my son is 29. He had long hair. Everybody thought he was a girl because it was so pretty and curly. I can't even, I don't know why I can't find the picture. This is me a long, long time ago. That's 2010. At work, that's me. See, I wore the bob. See the hair? That's my hair. See? My hair. Narcissists can give you fibromyalgia. They can give you lupus. I had all sorts of things happening on my body that I didn't understand. You know? Here's some of the older pictures of me. That's me. That's me. So, that's enough of that. Sometimes I get in my feelings around this time of year because I feel, we all feel regretful and we really can't. The one SPF is the best sunblock ever. Look, it's so creamy and it's blurring. I was not a nurse, I was a paralegal. Thank you. I need to put my eyebrows on. I'm putting on new eyebrows so I can be there. Tiffany Haddish is going to be there. I've never met her before. She's hosting. And I think Shantae Wayans and some other people, Chris Lewis, Shantae Wayans, Alex Mingo. I can't remember the comedians. Angelique is a comedian, but she's also my publicist. So she wanted me to put the thing. Metal piece for face, gua sha. Guasha. But they are normally not metal. They are normally like a rose quartz. Look up the Allies of Skin gua sha or just put in metal gua, Guasha. but mine was gifted from Allies of Skin at a master class. I'm really, really studying skincare now. I feel so proud because I feel like everybody's asking what happened and all the craziness, but I feel just really beautiful. And I feel like it's such a miracle to have come back to this. I have a moonstone on my arm. People ask me what that is. That's my moonstone. So while I love my Bible and all the things that Shelley was saying, I do love I feel the energy of the things God made too, and plants. And I like rose quartz and moonstone and tiger's eye and labradorite. So I have it all. I have my Bible and my stones. And I love just kind of studying faith to a degree. This is retinol, and I'm hoping that my chest is going to get smooth because I'm using it now. I don't use it on my face because of the treatments I've had. No retinol if you've had nanofat or any kind of treatments. Ask your doctor. But this really increases cellular turnover. And I also use almost everything I put on my face, I also put on the back of my hands. Because why wouldn't you? Hands and neck tell a story. Only in contact because of the divorce. That's what's upsetting me. I had like a stay away order or mutual agreement that like leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. Cute bunny, thank you for the 100. And that expired in like July maybe. And I came to LA. I had the stay away order in June. I think it started in June or July. And I came to LA in September. And then I started having surgeries in November. And I couldn't really think about filing the divorce. He wasn't doing it because they won't. I couldn't afford an attorney. I called and it was $12,000 to $15,000 that I couldn't afford because I needed to figure out how am I going to live too. I started and hired an attorney and then I had to pull out because she was just going to take too much money. It was going to end up being $30,000 or $40,000. So I felt like I couldn't do it, even though I'm a paralegal. I wasn't a family law paralegal. Then I got my head together in May and I filed it myself. I don't have a church here. I just moved to Sherman Oaks. Oh, dang it. I just said where I am. Stop it. I just moved to Los Angeles. That's a big mistake because he's probably watching. Freddy Krueger. Joe Cool, you're amazing. Can y'all moderators let me get Joe Cool. You are removed. Bye, Joe. Not getting a timeout. Bye-bye. I let that narcissist say and gave him all those chances. Now, bye-bye. I have this pair of brows, but it's not the same as the ones I usually wear. Lashy Brows makes these, and I normally get the one called J-Lo. I know, I don't make up the names, okay? And these are not J-Lo. These are, actually, that says Kim K. Where's Beyonce? These are Beyonce, and it's a different shape, but this is all I have. So, oh, Bible college. No, I do have kids. They're grown, and they're not his kids. I got married when I was 22 the first time, divorced at 31, met him immediately. Let's talk more about the holidays and about how miserable they are and about how they're going to insist that you like go to their family and not yours, how they're going to try to create a divide. They're not going to get you a gift. Mine literally told me one year right before it happened, I was like, well, this is all I really want. I kind of had everything I wanted in the world materially. I didn't really need any more. And I gave him a block party. Um, all I wanted was like these fuzzy pink slippers. And I'd seen them on TV and I was like, oh, I want those. Get me those. Right? Because they're really cute and girly. And he didn't get them. And then he's like, oh, those slippers, can you just order them for yourself? He wanted me to buy my own gifts. He did not care. They do not love you. They hate you. but he wants gifts and he wants to go to his family. And no matter what you do, they're going to ruin it. These hair clips are by Tilt, Tilt Beauty. Tilt Beauty. And they make this bag too. Get this bag because I saw it for sale now. This makeup bag. It's got magnets in it, so it's expandable. So you can get all your stuff in it if you want and close it, or you can just let it be. It'll go back. Well, it's not. Yeah, there we go. It just goes back. I love this. And the hair clips come with it, and they come in pink, I think white and black too. So get you some of these. Oh, one of my lights just went off. I guess that's okay. Ah, frustration level maximum. Maximum frustration. Hey, 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 hey. Gotta get my light back. Does the lighting look okay? I had a mirror that had the light that I'm looking into. All right, so I haven't done anything today. I'm gonna talk about this, and then we're gonna do some lashes, so we can at least talk about that because y'all keep asking about that too. How do you put on lashes? How do you put on lashes? Except I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom and get an old pair so I don't mess up a new one since I'm not going anywhere. I'm getting rid of the extra oil that I put here. I wanted to condition the skin. I wish I could shave it. Okay, let me try. Lord, y'all pray with me. There's so many hairs growing, but this thing is so, I don't like it. It's so much too sharp. I'm barely touching myself. Don't do this at home. Thanks. I don't want the hairs there. It makes my makeup play funny. I can't see y'all. I gotta be real careful. I know if y'all going crazy, I can't see it. Hey, J Monique, welcome in. I'm trying to get a live schedule. I can't decide between doing 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. I think I'm going to do 2 o'clock because it gets dark early. Thank you, Wilson, for the makeup brush. Thank y'all for all the gifts and the supers. Those are amazing. I mean, those are really like amazing. Normally, I would hold this at, oh, thank you for the 100, Wilson. Normally, I would hold this at an angle, but it seems to work better, kind of not. I'm not even going to say the brand. They sent it to me, but I like to use the one, it's on Amazon. I don't know what it's called. I'm not promoting anyone, but I like a certain one that I can let y'all know about if you want later. I want it to be smooth when I put my eyeshadow on. Wilson, floating heart. Yeah, he as soon as I got the stay away order, or as soon as we agreed to that last year, because even like after you remember that he did it to you, that's not a reason to get a restraining order. And oh, look at that! They got you before the I was just about to get solo 7209, but they already got it. Thank you for the flower. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, but saying that somebody set you on fire a few years before is not a reason for a restraining order. You know, I do promote. I'm just not promoting this. I don't buy any makeup. I get a lot of PR. If I do buy makeup, I tell y'all because it's just something I want. I don't get as much PR as I think I deserve because I've been doing makeup for years. And by deserve, I mean people that don't have scars. Thank you, Wilson. Get a lot more than me, and that bugs me because there's a lot of young girls with visible differences like me doing makeup, and we got to pave the way for to get rid of these unreasonable beauty standards. If you're good at makeup, you're good at makeup, right? You don't have to look like a supermodel to do it. It's craziness. Most of us don't. Most of them don't even look like that. It's just a filter. Yeah, no, it's not a permanent restraining order, and the restraining order is really just kind of tick these people off, y'all. He texted me before like the ink wasn't even dry. Wilson, thank you. I don't know what the glyph is. GLH makes them mad. It's just a piece of paper, And the problem is that the police don't enforce it. So when he sends me a text and I tell my attorney, because an attorney donated her time to help me with this, and I tell him, and they're like, oh, it's no big deal. And then he keeps texting, oh, it's no big deal. He's not really hurting you. High five, Wilson. And then he comes to my house, oh, it's not really any big deal. When is it a big deal? Wilson got so many gifts. Thank you for all the gifts, Wilson. Let's put these brows on, and then we're going to do a lash class. So, getting the restraining order is part of it. You know, whoever it was that asked, how do I get through the holidays with the narcissist? You don't. You'll never be happy with them. I promise you that. Thank you, Sherry. I promise you that nothing is going to change. 15 years and it got worse. And then it got violent. Thank you, Wilson. Because they don't want to let you go. They just hate you. They want to hurt you. Thank you, Wilson. Ugh, I can't get my glue open. I have trouble with my hands. Wilson has so many sweet gifts. Thank you. I got it open. It's probably the wrong one. This is, I know it looks gunky, but it's prosthetics glue and it's super old. I get PR from everywhere. A lot of PR. Anything behind me, most of it is, a lot of it is PR. And I get a lot of skincare, which is great. I get to test the skincare because I use Allies of Skin, but not everyone can afford that. So I get to test the skincare and tell you what I like at different price points because I'm blessed with this stuff, you know? Thank you so much, Wilson. And present mixed husband eyes. I can't say it, but thank you, present. I'm going to take these off and I'm going to get a little, what do you call it? Q-tip and put some glue on them. Then I'm going to stick them on my face. Yeah, and these shelves are super cheap. They're like, I haven't even put all the stuff on them. A lot of my stuff is that way, still in boxes because I just moved here. Like Huda Beauty sends a lot. I really love the Huda Beauty ones. They're my favorite. That's why they're right there because I use them the most. She has very, very nice PR. You get Huda or Gucci or stuff. But a lot of it, you know, once you get to the point where you're getting too much, then you need to start donating it. A lot of people try to sell it, but don't. Foundation, makeup foundation, it works just like everybody else. Put some primer, put some foundation. I'll do some in a minute. Hang on. I just messed up my eyebrow. You got to be really careful not to get the hairs going different directions. You know, that's the only thing I don't like about them. Once they start going different directions, it's just not cute. And my fingers sometimes can't do it. So my makeup is just the same as anybody else's. There's no special makeup. In the beginning, I did use Dermablend because it's such full coverage, but I don't do full coverage. I do a medium coverage foundation. I use ColourPop. But my skin has gotten a lot better. I'm 52. Thank y'all for subscribing today. Can you double tap the screen if you're in here? Thank you for all the gifts and all the subs. My name is Tonya. Normally I have a full face of makeup on right now, but I'm tired. Just spiritually, physically, everything tired. But I still wanted to be here today. I'm a domestic violence burn survivor. There's more information about it, like in my videos. Like when you go to my page, since you just subbed, when you go to my page, there's more info. Dang it, how can I possibly... I don't think these are the same as the ones I've been using. They feel a lot lighter, and it stuck together. And I only have one pair of these, and that is almost ruined. I got to figure it out quickly. Oh, it's actually it actually tore. What am I going to do? It actually tore. That has never happened. I don't know what I'm going to do. That's insane. I'm so miffed. That's the only... I've been wearing these for years, y'all. But that quality is not the same. I'm going to try to figure out if I can stick it back together. If I can just get it on my face the right way, it'll be fine. But I have an event. I can barely get it off the sticker. 52. I have another pair, but they're too small. I cannot get that off. I am very unhappy, y'all. The tariffs in the U.S. changed everything. I know this is not the same quality that I was getting before. I'm going to have to space out comments. I don't have two different. Pick a shade and go with it. I don't use two different shades to balance. Go with the shade that look right here, and then take your shade from there. Oh, you need help with your wig? Yeah, I haven't done a wig tutorial in years. What am I going to do about this eyebrow? I'm kind of panicking. I don't know what to do. Okay. It's the only one I have. I couldn't buy any more. I have one. Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute. Give me a brain minute. I have one more pair, but they're a different shape, and I think they're too small for my face. They're too thin and too small. We're just going to put them on because I don't know what else to do. I guess I'll wash the other ones that I had on. This pair is spent, and I've never had that happen in like 4 or 5 years of wearing these. I'm sorry, I almost missed one. Toast full. Love the streams. My mom is a narcissist, and she's trying to get me home for Christmas. Any advice to help with the guilt I feel for not going? Poached full. The guilt you feel for not going. No, you know what? So here's the thing. My mother abandoned me basically at birth. She left me with my grandmother and grandfather at birth. Best thing she could have done. My life would have been horrible with her. But she's clearly like an addict and a narcissist. And I put up with her for a lot of years. She would only call me when she wanted like money. She would steal from people. Don't let a checkbook get near her. She'd pull checks out of the middle. She stole all my grandmama's insurance money when grandpa passed away. She stole everything she could. She stole my kids' video games. She cracked my daughter's safe, like, piggy bank. And for years, I just dealt with her. I mean, and then she would flat out tell you she didn't. She would do it right in front of you and then tell you that she didn't. A narcissist is what I'm talking about. People that do things like this. Um, and just flat out, just tell you, no, I didn't do that. I didn't know that was gaslighting because you'd be like, okay, well, am I losing it? Because who did that then? And my grandma would always believe her until one time, I'm going to use this different pair. This is Kim K. And it's going to be, I know I'm not going to like it. I know I'm not going to like it, but I don't have a choice. I got to have some eyebrows tomorrow. And I can draw them, but it's not the same. Not the same. It's not as on fleek. I could draw them. I used to, but I don't want to. So anyway, finally one year she did something that was just intolerable to my grandmother. Because I could always deal with how she treated me, but don't be bad to grandma. That woman raised me. She's like an angel. She would continue to steal her bill money. It was a fiasco, right? And that year, right before Christmas, I got a call that my grandma was out at her house in North Carolina. I lived in Georgia and she didn't have any heat because my mother had stolen all the money for the oil. She had oil heat. You have to fill up the tank. She had stolen the money so they wouldn't put any oil in the tank. Grandma was 90 something at the time. And she was cold all the time. She kept that house at 85. You would like me. She was tiny and. So I snapped. And I wasn't fortunately, I was in Georgia because I don't know what would happen. But I got everything turned back on for my grandmother. Um, stopped working, spent about $1,000 to get everything back on. And then I called my mother that night when I got home from work, because I was working the whole time doing this, and just left her a voicemail, and I said, if you ever get near her or do anything like this again, I will come up there. I was in Pofftown, North Carolina. I will come up there and I will handle you. I'm done with this. Grandma keeps forgiving you because she did. No matter what happened, she'd be like in denial, just like we all are with the narcissist. And it's okay. I'm not mad at grandma. She was loved her daughter. But once I cut that off, that was in 2010, life got so much better, so much less chaos. So the guilt that you feel should belong to them. Thank you, Andrea or Andrea. Thank you so much. The guilt you feel belongs to her. Like I felt guilty. Okay, I'll tell y'all something. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. I just talked to somebody about this the other day, a close friend. Everything that I'm going through with the divorce, um, now he's saying, listen, he's probably on this stream since he's free and he sets up fake things and he watches me. I know he does. So take that with a grain of salt. I only say so much of everything because it's being listened to. But he was telling me that, like, oh no, the business is failing and now I don't have any money. Hey, thank you, Just Viv. I don't have any money and da da da, whatever. I'm really scraping by. I'm trying to get a loan. Da 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 da. I'm still sending the money, your money, to you. And as long as I have a dime, you have a nickel, right? All that kind of nonsense. And I knew the business would fail because I used to run it. He would insult me and make me think that nobody would listen to me and I wasn't running the business. But I was, I was. He wasn't even there. But I felt guilty for a minute. Not guilty. I felt bad. I was like, oh man, it's hard when you're struggling like that. And no, that's not something I said to him. But in my body, in my mind, just for a minute, I felt bad. And I was so freaked out by it because I definitely don't feel bad. Okay. These are darker than my other ones. I guess, okay. Beggars can't be choosers, right? I got to go with what I got today till I can get more. I don't like this shape. But yeah, it's just because you have a good heart that you might feel guilty or bad, but you got to know you didn't put yourself in that situation. He definitely needed to go to jail. He's hurt another woman before in college that I found out, and he's on the offender list. And I didn't know that. So he's got a pattern, and I'm really scared. When I finally got out of it last year and I could speak publicly about it, one of my biggest fears is that, I hope anybody that he's with will listen to me and believe me. Because next time he's going to get it right. Next time somebody's not going to survive. He's already harmed. He's just not he's not a safe person. These look too dark. The hell? They're too dark. Ooh. Okay, we'll put chocolate powder on them and see if that makes it better. This is all I have. And I have a Tiffany Haddish event tomorrow at the Kookaburra Lounge in Hollywood, off Hollywood and Highland. I got to get on a stage and talk, and my eyebrows look like a cartoon character. Great. Great. Yeah, my grandma knew what my mom was like, but she tolerated it to her death because a lot of us do. She probably felt that guilt, like you can't, like you got to be loyal to blood, you got to be loyal to family, and you don't. That woman was never loyal to me, and my life is better without her in it. I don't want to bring her back into it now. I did make sure that she got into a home, like a nursing home, because she and the man she was married to a few years back had a stroke and she had to be taken to like a home and stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll just wear a black wig, but look, I don't want y'all to look at me. Don't look at me. I look angry. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Don't look at me. Grady, I'm still working. I know if it's 4:30, I'm sorry. We can't walk today. Or maybe I'll walk you in kind of the dark. I'm sorry. I started later today. What am I going to do? I look angry. God, I feel so upset about this. This is a pair, like I didn't order this pair. She sent me a spare pair because she knows I normally change them every month. And I wear the off black, right? Or the dark brown. And these are obviously black. But fortunately, she sent me a spare pair. I'm very grateful. There weren't any available for purchase on the website because tariffs. And maybe I have some brow gel or something. So there weren't any for purchase. So she sent me a spare, and if she hadn't, I wouldn't have any now because the pair I bought tore. I'm not gonna stop it. Don't look at me. I don't care about the burns. Just don't. I can. Y'all can look at me with burns, but y'all can't see me with bad brows. That's not acceptable. I can't show up with bad brow. Look at me. The hell. What am I gonna do? Okay, calm down. I'm gonna let them dry, and I'm gonna put some chocolate brow powder on them. And if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to just wash the pair that I just took off and put it back on again. You can wash it. I was gonna do that anyway. It's just like a wig. You wash them, let them dry, but they're not as on fleek as they are. They're not as on fleek as they are when you first put them on when they're fresh. So for the past several years, I would just wear a pair for a month and then throw it out. Wear a pair, throw it out. And I'm like angry. Wear a pair, throw it out. Now I can't do that. All of a sudden this year they're not available. This is the Kim K brow. Does Kim K look angry? Does Kim K look angry? Because this one is named after her. I like the J Lo. Lord, let me find a pair of brows somewhere that I don't know it is. Lord, please let me find a pair of brows somewhere tonight in this house that I don't know I have. Brand new in the pack. I do not like them. And this one I keep messing up. I might have to take it off because I keep tucking the tail in by mistake. When you use the prosthetics glue, it doesn't break down your skin. I just think they're too dark. They're a beautiful shape, always on fleek, but they don't look like the ones I wear. I'm gonna let them get dry. I'm gonna put on some lashes. Hold on. I want to show you how to do lashes. So anyway, life did not get better until I cut that contact. Period. It was so many years of frustration. One year getting called, no call on my birthday, which is April 1st. Not too hard to remember. And no call on my birthday, but a call the next day to ask for money. This is stuff. We're going to feel the guilt. And this man set me on fire. And still, for a moment, my mind said, oh man, I have so much empathy. I feel that. Man, I hate it when I'm struggling with money. I'm doing that now because of him, only because of him. So our empathy is what gets us in trouble. So you've got to let go of the guilt. I really suggest like a support group or therapy. Support groups are great when you can talk to other people that are going through it. Grady, are you okay, sugar? Where are you? Why are you groaning like that? My dog. He's groaning like he's so emotional. He's got a lot of empathy too. He's my emotional support. Yeah, I guess so. I'll put the chocolate brow powder on, and once I have some, this is just a fresh pair. That other pair I've been wearing so long, and I'd put so much makeup on it. Oh, y'all are so fast. Though, do you see what the moderators are going through? Somebody subbed just to come and say that. That's why I have it that sub only. If you're watching and you want to comment, I set it to subscriber only just to try to weed out some of the rude comments. But people don't mind taking the time to subscribe and wait 5 minutes or a minute to make a comment, saying you're yucky. The bots are insane. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? All I want to do is help people, and this is the kind of hate. I think that the Burn Beauty Foundation will focus on online bullying as well, you know, because it's so bad. Thank you. The piercing is actually lined up when I draw my top lip on. Okay, you know what? They're not that bad. Oh, you can send a gift membership? I didn't know you could do that. Thank you, TKM. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God, the memberships are amazing. I'm going to make just a board that I put up on my community chat page with all my members because I'm so grateful to all of y'all and my subs. If you're watching, please double tap the screen so I can get a thumbs up. That really helps me. I got the piercing after I was burned, about a year or two after. Always, I had my nose pierced too, and I didn't even have a nose. I didn't have nostrils, but I pierced what I had. I always had piercings. I didn't have the Medusa piercing before. So this is a pierced skin graft. You need to have somebody that really knows what they're doing if you're going to do something like that. I was in Alpharetta, Georgia. Oh, what a beautiful gift that is. Thank you. I haven't seen that one. That's pretty. Who sent that one? Thank you, angels among us. You are the winter heart. You're an angel. People insult me all the time. Yeah, I have feeling in my grafts, but like if a tear falls, I can't feel it until it gets about right here. Things like that, but I feel it, but not as much as you do. Like I put on lip volumizer and I didn't think it tingled, but then somebody else put it on. They're like, yeah, it tingles. And when I use my microcurrent, I use it all the way up on the highest power, and I don't feel it at all. You would have your eye twitching. They're very thick. I can't feel it because these are skin grafts on my face. Thank you, Holly, for the floating heart. If you're watching me, you're looking at a face that has been completely replaced with skin from other parts of my body. The eyelids, the nose was just reconstructed. My bottom lip is real. Nothing else. I gotta let my hair down because I look so angry. I don't know what to do. I'm not digging the black brows, and my heart is just racing because I have that thing tomorrow, and you have to order them. Oh my gosh, Kylie, look at that. Kylie H, you sent 5 memberships. How do you do that? Thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you, Kylie, and a moderator. I was set on fire. I'll do great. Michael, my brows look a nice shape, but they're a little dark. When I get my makeup on, I'll be cute. I'll be cute. Kim Kardashian, don't ever get your eyebrows near me again. Hopefully, I'll have video of it that I can post. I'm only going to speak briefly. I want to say happy birthday to Angelique. And this is really the first time I've ever spoken about the Burn Beauty Foundation in public. I wasn't planning to. This is really more Angelique getting me to put it out there. I don't know when I'll actually be able to full blown run the foundation because I have to take care of my own self right now. Thank you, Sunflower Lover. I have to take care of I'm just trying to balance my finances and live my life, and I would need somebody to run it. The wig was a gift from Frodio, Frodio hair, and a clock app seller sent it to me. The other app where people do lives starts with a T. I don't know if you can say. I'm sure there's got to be keyword triggers on here. I don't want to kill my live. I'm putting some glue on these lashes. And then I think I'm going to do, I'm going to show y'all like a look like I would do. I didn't put on makeup the other day either because I'm just tired. Frodio. Thank you, Michael Danger. Danger is your middle name. I looked you up. No, I didn't. You made a comment and I clicked on it or something. The lashes will make a difference. And if I put a little color on my lip and something. These are just, the tails are a little kind of thinner than I wear. I feel like Kim Kardashian. Do I look like... Kim Kardashian goes to my plastic surgeon. Well, she goes to her skincare. The laser nurse practitioner in Dr. Monty's office. Does Kim with the soft wave laser. Damien, I swear to God, I don't. This is why I don't date. Your name, Damien. Stop. See, the universe gives you hints, y'all, when you're getting with people. The universe tells you what's going on. Thank you. I feel like I did a show of kind of nothing today. I tagged on my skincare. I was going to do a little more with that thing, the razor, but that just didn't work. It is. Damien's interesting too. Damien, oh my God. Hibiscus themes, $20. Thank you. My God, that's amazing. Hope you have a wonderful day and happy time tonight. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm actually going tomorrow, y'all. I'm doing my skincare today. Then I'm going to put on my red light mask and then I'm going to be ready to go. Because here it's 5 o'clock. I would have to have my makeup on and be out the door. But yeah, so I really, I want to run the foundation, but I would need someone else to do it. Because right now I need to be Burn Beauty 2018. You know what I mean? I need to do that. I need to do, I need to do speaking engagements. I want to do keynotes. I need to do makeup because I love it. That's what I want to do. Thank you, Sunflower Lover. Hibiscus themes, that was so kind. These are things I'm trying to cover all my bases because I love doing makeup. So I'm a makeup artist. I want to do makeup. So why not do it? Makeup here and all, if I'm not doing it live, I can do it in like an hour and a half. Because my hair is a wig, so it's done in advance, It's already done. And then my brows are already done. If I have to do my brows, if I had to draw my brows, add another 20 or 30 minutes, you know? Add another 20 or 30. I'm putting on a little bit of Urban Decay eyeliner. What do you need, sugar? What do you need, Grady? And I'm just doing it messy. It's just because I'm going to put on lashes. Not trying to be straight. I've got a little bit of skincare on my lid. I'm not worried about it. I'm just putting a dark place for my lashes to lay. And you noticed I took the lashes and I put the glue on them and then I laid them down, right? I would love y'all to get to 2K. If y'all double tap the screen, you give a thumbs up. And I know that signals the algorithm, hey, that's an important live. Let's keep it going. Thank you, P. Silly Killy. I don't know how to say it. Silly Killy? Is the P silent? No patience for makeup? Angela? Yes, I like to do chocolate. And I do this, I like to do soft glam with brown eyeliner. But just because it works for my eyes and it's so much softer. If you're really doing soft makeup and you're not doing makeup because you want people to say, oh, nice makeup, you're doing makeup because you're accentuating your face and you want to look pretty. And there's difference in different makeup arts. Grady is half chocolate lab and half German short hair pointer. Grady, come on, if you need to go outside, I'll let you out. I guess you want to go for a walk. Maybe we can take a dark time walk if we stay on the main road. We'll do one. I'm definitely going to put my lives at 2 p.m. Pacific because my baby deserves a walk before it gets dark. You know? So I have to change it for Grady. You look like you're in pain. And by that, what do you mean? Look, Red Knight 45 says I look like I'm in pain. He subscribed and paid to say it. I'm definitely not in pain. Thank you. I can't see who did that. Thank you, Kath, for the hot cocoa. It's not bad. If people are going to insult me, they're going to subscribe and pay. I like that better. If you want to insult me, you're going to subscribe and pay. And you know what? I'm going to laugh all the way to the bank. Hit me. I'm going to laugh all the way to the bank with my glamorous hair, nails, and makeup. Grady, if he comes by, I'll let you know. He's had an ear infection, so he's a real baby right now. He's an extra baby. He's a 126-pound baby. The brows are starting to look better, aren't they? Like I'm starting to be like, okay, not so panicked about wearing these. The lashes are still laying. The glue is still this color. Thank you for that. Do you like see how the glue is still all gooey and blue? I put a lot because I don't have any lashes for these to rest on. Yeah, I finally see it. I was shocked by these. Y'all, I've been putting these on for like years and they always look one certain way. Now I got it. I'm okay. Now I'm like, ugh. Yeah, it's like it's working. And I'll still put the brow powder on. I like to use the chocolate brow powder by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Um, and it'll be okay. Should I wear this hair tomorrow? 'Cause I'm going to wear a dress. It's kind of short. It's got fringe all over it. It looks like the 20s because the theme is Black Wall Street. So it's like the 1920s. I was thinking of wearing, I don't know if I'm going to wear this one or if I'm going to go redhead. So I have to, I don't think Getty is going to be there for some reason. So I don't think the pictures will be on Getty Images. So I've got a lot of flexibility. That's stressful. You have to make sure you're always wearing something different. You know, you always got to look different when Getty Images is coming. Like, oh my God. So, so much. It's just so much about Hollywood and nonsense. What am I getting up to get? Oh, I know that Pixie Beauty stuff I had the other day. But where is it? Oh, sweet Lord. I loved the Pixie Beauty the other day. It's probably right beside me. Here it is. I like the lip balm and the, like for a no makeup look. I hate the fan. This is Frodio hair. This is a human hair blend. It was gifted to me. It's super nice. Frodio. Frodio. Thank you, Allie. I didn't really do a show today. Oh my gosh, Kylie, with all the memberships, thank you so much. I'm definitely going to make a post of all my members. I can't believe it. Look at y'all getting free memberships. Oh my gosh. And it just doesn't randomly. I didn't know you could do that on this platform. Thank you, Kylie. Oh, I'm going to use this tonic today. It's an antioxidant tonic. I couldn't use it last time. Actually, I'm going to put my lashes on before they get too dry. Now is the time to put them on. Did you see how long I left them? Right? People should be ashamed of themselves. I don't know. I like to think, y'all, that it's not real people that make the bad comments. I kind of know it is, but I like to think it's not. You know, because I'm like, how could real people do that? It's got to be a bot. My daughter Chloe was here. Can you please tell me what she did? Chloe? I don't know. What do you mean? She was like on the stream or something? Did she get blocked or something? I don't know. No, it doesn't, Michael. I think it's fun. I've always been a flirt. I'm not ever dating or sleeping with a man or getting married. But I've always been a flirt, my God. I'm Aries, Libra rising. Oh, did Chloe say it? I don't. Oh, Chloe was the one that was making. She was tagging me, and I can't remember what she said, but it was not nice. I tried to block her. I tried to ban her, but the moderator got her first. I understand that. Listen, our kids are. I often think it's either a bot or a young kid that makes the comments, you know? And I think that as long as they learn, then that's a thing. When you know better, you do better. So maybe they learn here. That she said ooh, she said something else too. There was two comments from Chloe. I saw him because I tried to catch him. Thank you for being here. Hippie. Grady, what do you need? Do you need to go outside, sugar? Do you see how easy the lash goes on if you just let the glue get tacky? And then just push it on. You can use your fingers. You don't have to use tweezers. Just make sure. I'm lightly touching the lash, but in general, just tap on the band to make sure it's down, and then just make sure it's in the right place. You can move them around a little, but you do need to kind of get it lined up. This one's got glue on the end. You see it? Thank you. This one got gobbled up or something. It got messed up. So that's all there is to lashes. Let the glue get tacky. Isn't that pretty? Now see the brows coming together? All coming together. Tacky is the glue. It is super tacky now. It's been sitting for what, probably 5 or 6 minutes. Still got a little blue on there, but most of it is clear. Most of it has gone clear. When you get right here, you're at a good spot to put it on. I'm using Cardani lash glue, and I have no natural lashes except for maybe a few that they planted back over here. It doesn't hurt when it comes off on me, but I don't have natural lashes. You might need to use a remover if you have a natural lash, because sometimes if it gets stuck on the hair that I have right here, then it hurts. But you need to be putting them above your natural lash, not in them, unless you're doing extensions. Yeah, see, lashes and brows mean everything to me. So a lot of times, people are making fun of me, but I really am happy and grateful for the way my skin looks right now. I mean, it's glowing, it's soft. The skin coloration is so much better than it was. I was so dark in spots and light in others, and I just did not like that. This lash isn't stuck. Oh, thank you, Red Hot Carrie. Look, this one's wobbling around. Do you know why? Because it still had the blue. Remember, I said let it get tacky? And then I was like, oh, it still got the blue, but it'll be okay. Do you see what it's doing? It's not tacky. It didn't stick automatically. I'm going to let it sit here for a minute. It's on timeout now. And I'm going to move it in just a minute. This one stuck immediately because I didn't leave any blue. I didn't leave any wet glue at all. And if you get it stuck to this, you're going to pull it off. And Chloe's probably just a kid. I mean, it sounds like she's a kid. She will do better. Now that she knows better, she will do better. I am African American, and then I don't know who my real father is, but apparently I'm mixed with European, Northern European, England, the settlers, the colonizers. I'm part African American and part colonizer. Grady's fine. He doesn't need to go outside. That's not what he wants. He wants me to walk him. He wants me to turn off the camera and walk him. And I shall, because I love him so much. He's everything to me. He's all I have. My kids are grown. They're back east. I was trying to, I don't know how to put, I wanted the Cash App. It's $ Burn Beauty 2018. And I don't know how to put it in. Maybe somebody else has to write it and then I pin it. Because I can't figure out how to write it like other people have it in there pinned to their top. And people keep asking, but I don't know how to do it. I talked about it at the beginning. I think I'm going to have lunch with my YouTube partner manager next week, or this week actually. I think I have a lunch date this week with my YouTube partner manager. She's going to come to me. So I'm going to talk about all these things because I've told her we're building an empire. This is how I can't do anything else. This is like my only marketable skill. I can't sing, I can't dance. Can you come? No, you can't come to lunch. Now, my ex that set me on fire is not my kid's dad. Their dad was my first husband, and he passed away in 2017, I think. That's what, or no, he passed away in 2015. All of my things, PayPal, Venmo, Burn Beauty 2018. Burned Beauty 2018. Oh, this is nice. This is the Pixie Beauty Antioxidant Tonic. And it's kind of thick and it looks like it's a little bit blurring. Like this is a good affordable skincare alternative too. Michael trying to take me out. His last name is Danger Damien. The universe is like, stop. Halt. Halt. This is nice. So Pixie Beauty gets my thumbs up. Do you need to go outside? Come on. Up. Hold on. Do you need to go out? Let's see. Do you need to go out? Can y'all see him? Look, he's so brown. Grady, do you need to go out? Do you need to go out? He's watching Dateline right now. Look, that's my house. That's my little living room. That's where I edit and do things. I want a new rug because I like my zebra rug, but then I don't like it anymore. Grady, come on. I don't want to make y'all sick. Don't look if you get motion sickness. I'm going to move for just a minute. Let me open the door. We have a fence. Grady. Grady. Love you, sugar. Don't bark at all the people. He's just going to go stand in the fence and bark. Oh, yeah, I keep plants everywhere. I told y'all I love my Bible and I love crystals and I love plants and I love the energy from all of it. My plants all have names. A lot of those are artificial, but I wish they were real. I just can't get the fake ones are cheaper right now. Lord, do you want somebody want to get on that sofa? I just got that sofa. I didn't have anything, y'all. I came here with nothing. Michael Danger. I mean Damien. So anyway. Oh, that husband for sure. He thought I would forgive him. He stayed in the house. It was a nightmare. So again, to the person, anyone asking, how do you get through the holidays with a narcissist? You start figuring out how to get away because every holiday is going to be messed up. They are truly unhappy because the attention isn't all on them. People are celebrating. People are happy. The vibe is different. They don't have that joy in their heart. They don't have a giving spirit. And they probably have some bad childhood memory from it as well. And he would always tell me that I was always in a bad mood around Christmas. I just didn't like Christmas. He told me. And I was starting to believe it. I was like, okay, because we're always arguing on Christmas, Thank you. We're always arguing on Christmas and Thanksgiving. He would mess up Thanksgiving by inviting random relatives. Just like, okay, we're going to take it easy and have like our first Christmas together alone, and then he invites somebody, and it's like, you don't even ask. Just little things to be rude, and then make it be something that, like, you shouldn't be upset about. I'm just inviting someone I care about. Why are you upset? You're so controlling. And you believe it, You believe it. When it's done correctly, it's like dealing with the CIA. They're going to beat you, you know? Hey, Louisville, Kentucky. I'm going to finish this and wrap it up because I didn't really do anything except blabber today. But I'm glad I did. I needed to come on and try to keep doing it. This is the Pixie Beauty blush, and I messed mine up. It doesn't look like that. I didn't roll it down before I put the cap on it the first time. But this is like a balm. It's the on-the-go blush, and this color is, I think, ruby or something. Ruby. I kept it in the package so I could remember. I got it out of their advent calendar. Their primer is amazing. Try it. We did it the other day. If you rewatch my Pixie Beauty, you'll be you'll be like, oh my gosh, at the primer, because I put my foundation on top and it was so blurred and pretty. This is what I like to do most of the time. And I'm not wearing foundation. I'm a burn survivor, not wearing foundation, and I'm not worried about the skin discoloration. I believe that makeup is about accenting and accentuating the things you like about yourself and not trying to cover up the things you don't like. Does that make sense? They always want us to fix something. That's how they sell us all the different makeup. We got to color correct. We got to conceal. We have a foundation that we build our look on. Listen to the words. They're important. Words have power. Words are spells. Words have power. And they're telling us we're broken, so we need to keep buying the next best thing. And really, look what happens if you just accentuate what you do like. You just subbed and you would have waited 5 minutes. I had to do it. People were subbing. Before, anyone could comment. And then I put it on subs only, but they were subbing just to say something ugly. And so I had to put it on like a minute. And then still people came in and said ugly things. They subbed and waited. It's like evil. That's evil. Okay, I'm going to put on lip liner for no reason except I'm going to walk the dog in the dark. And I never put anything on my lips without lining them because they don't have definition. And I've done this. This is basically the same look I did the other day. This is truly my regular look. Except my skin is ready and it looks really good. And I'll look really good tomorrow on camera. I might do a get ready with me tomorrow. I got to see what's going on with my day. I haven't scheduled it. I don't really know. I don't have a car. Just have to Uber there. I don't have all my plans together at all. Because I had such a busy week, you know. Yeah, let them sub. They got a sub to do it. But they're going to sub, and then it should be a rule that if you sub, you can't unsub for 24 hours to at least discourage them. My hair is cute. The brows are growing on me. Are the brows growing on y'all? Is Kim K growing? Because they're a little thin and dark for me. Yeah, if you're in the room, we've been talking about it a lot, that I'm a domestic violence burn survivor. I was set on fire by my husband 7 years ago. And you know what? I've always loved beauty, so I still do it, and I was so happy. Doing makeup saved me. My love of it, I would just sit and do it. After I could hold my makeup brushes again, I would just sit and do my makeup to go nowhere after I was burned. Because initially, I just threw all my makeup away. I was like, okay, well, I can't walk or talk, and my face is ruined. My mouth didn't close. I didn't have a top lip. I didn't have nostrils. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't seem like it was going to work, and it was all the wrong color. And I threw it away. But fortunately, I bought some more. You know, started buying more things, and I started trying to figure out this one isn't really stuck. I have so much goo on my face from the skincare first. Got to clean your lids really well. Um, I I learned about skincare because I wanted to figure out how to even the skin tone and smooth the skin. And it got better because skin grafts look like this. And this is what I had on my face, you know? So it's not true that you can't do anything about it. It's not true that this is your new normal and this is how you have to be forever. You're never done evolving unless you choose to be. You're never done evolving unless you choose to be. You can always find a way. The heel nose is so pretty. I didn't have a nose, I didn't have a lip, I had makeup, and I just sat, I played with it, and I started getting Ipsy boxes so I could try new makeup without spending a lot of money, right? I got those, and turns out now it's my career. It's a career I always wanted, but I never went into. And now it's here because it's on God's time. You know, I started doing makeup. Oh, look, I put my, how could that be in this bag by mistake? I would be looking for that. That's my Fenty Miss Jellyfish. I would have definitely been going nuts looking for that. I would wear it all the time. 2K, y'all double tap on the screen if you're in. Thank you for all the gifts, all the new members. Thank you. Dang it. There's this hair that is driving me nuts. Nice to meet you. Please check my page if you want more information. And if you're with the narcissist, you're coming through, please leave. It's about spending the holidays with the narcissist. Just don't. You got to get out. It's always going to be messed up. Why would you want to tiptoe around someone for the rest of your life? You know, I could not have, I don't know what I would be if this hadn't happened to me. It's Grady drinking water time. Right here. If he sees the camera, he'll stop. Can you hear? Big, he's 126 pounds. Okay, I think he sensed me. Normally he'll drink the whole bowl. It's like a big, giant Bruno bowl. Yeah, I mean, you're going to be miserable. Narcissistic boss, a narcissistic parent. That's harder if you're young. I encourage you to reach out to people and talk to them about it. And try, do your best to be your best. I don't know how you get around that. I'm so glad I don't have to co-parent right now after all this stuff, Even though my kids are grown, they're 27 and 29. Their father wasn't a good relationship either because I don't pick good relationships, and you won't until you heal what's broken in you. You won't pick well. But it wasn't as bad like this. We had kids and we got divorced and then he died. He was a lot older than me. He was like 18 years older. Because that's how we pick them. Just didn't work. 27 and 29, but I had him young. I'm 52. I had 2 kids and a house by the time I was 25. So now I just don't understand y'all Gen Z sometimes. Like, I had a mortgage and a career. Kids. Dry peeling skin on your face, and this is going to be before I go because my mods have been working so hard and I'm not really doing anything, so I'm done. And I love that lip balm is by Pixie Beauty too. The color is Scarlet and it's just a balm. Kind of blurring too. It's cute. If you have dry peeling skin, because I had it recently right here, and hydrating, I used, of course, Allies of Skin. I had a night balm that I used. I can't remember what it is, but it's like a heavy balm. First Aid Beauty makes similar stuff on a different price point. And then zinc, like white zinc, diaper rash ointment on top. At night, your face is going to be white, and it's going to look not good at night, but it got rid of the dryness. And I got that from the owner of Allies of Skin. I asked him what to do because I was peeling only right here, and he literally just sent me some zinc oxide, or I think it's called zinc oxide, the zinc like you would put on a diaper rash on your nose. And I did that for a few weeks and it's gone. All right, y'all. Coconut oil is lovely. You need to hydrate with something. Remember, oil is not hydration. Oil seals in hydration. So you need a moisturizer underneath it. Water is hydration. Water is hydration. Oil seals it in. And the zinc oxide seals it in super well, and that's why it works. Just like for diaper rash, diaper rash ointment, you protect the area to keep it from getting, on diaper rash, you're trying to keep it from getting wet, but on your face, you're trying to keep it in. Thank you for subbing. Everybody that had to sub today, it's because of all the rude comments. I'm trying to slow them down by making people have to sub before they can comment. And hey, Finland, that's amazing. Who's Harper? Where's Harper? Where's Harper's name? Harper M. Harper? Harper M. Hey, Harper. So, yeah. If you check my videos, Harper, you'll see me talking about it. Oh, it doesn't show a video when I come in? Like in the... I'll talk about the things that happen after. There's one that says... scroll through the regular videos, and there's one from last year that says, let me reintroduce myself. I'm going to pin that one as my intro. And it's where I sat down and I just told my whole story after I got to safety. I had to get to LA first. Because I was in Georgia. I couldn't be near him or I'd get hurt. So check that out. Let me reintroduce myself. I'll try to change my setup on my page. And I'll try to create a short because that's a long video, but it's a long story. My makeup today is only new brows that I thought were way too dark. And then some lip balm, lashes, and blush. No foundation. And if your skin looks all pretty and glowy, do you notice that discoloration a lot less? When you accent the things you like your eyes and your lips, and put a glow on, are you seeing it? Because people were coming in immediately throwing insults before I got the glow going and the lashes. Now they're slowing down a little. I do have some Caribbean roots. Interestingly, I found some family on Ancestry, and it's Trinidadian. Is that the way you say it? Or Tobago? One of the two. Trinidad and Tobago. I had a third cousin or something from there. I met online through Ancestry. All right. I love y'all. I don't know if I'm going to do a get ready with me tomorrow. I probably will because I'm going to get ready to go. I just don't know what time yet. Trinidad makes sense with those eyes. Maybe so. You're kind of right, though, right? That makes sense. You're right, because I always wondered about the eyes. Nobody else in the family has them. And I don't really know most of the family. I didn't get these from my mother. My face from my mother. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you, subs. And thank you for all the... Look at this. Human hair mix will get kind of tangly. But it sure is cute and lightweight. Yeah, we'll do a get ready with me tomorrow. I'll just post about what time, and y'all can check and tune in if you want. It'll probably be around 2, because I'll probably need to leave about 5 to get there. So I love you. Thank you so much, Rachel and Red and Kylie. Thank you so much for all those gift memberships. That's amazing. 2K likes. Thank you for everybody that subbed to come in and understood why we had to have it that way. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Check the community chat. Watch the replay. I'll make sure all the products are tagged. And the way you get through holidays with the narcissist is it's always going to be that way. They don't like joy. They try to be the thieves of it. The only thing you can do is distance yourself. And remember that they can be physically dangerous when they have a narcissistic rage. So, I love y'all. Remember that whatever you're going through, this too shall pass.